Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Hope everybody's having a great day. It's finally a sunny day here in central Pennsylvania. It's been rainy and cold. Today we're talking about another pocket knife, and this is the pouch that it comes in. This is a Vosteed, and the pouches have a patch that can come off. It's a hook and loop deal. So I think I don't know if it's unique to Vosteed, but this is the only Vosteed I have. Planning on getting a couple more. And it comes in a box, but it comes with this sticker, which I gave to my son to put on his iPod, or whatever you want to put it on, and that's where he put it. And then we open this up. This is the knife we're gonna talk about, but we have a padded pouch, the orange, which is cool. And then we have a cleaning cloth. Let me get it unfolded. Vosteed cleaning cloth. That's what you get with the sticker. Now, we've got the Vosteed Raccoon with a top liner lock. And before I say anything about this knife, there are a couple things I don't like about it, but it's awesome, and I recommend that you get it. The things that I will nitpick about, personal opinion, I'm not like a professional. I'm not saying, oh, this steel's not as good as this steel, but as far as using it, it's great. Anyway, we've got flat micarta scales, and we have nested liners. I don't know if now we don't want to focus. See, that's the micarta right there, and then it goes into the liner. And thumb stud at opening, or of course the button. And you'll hear me say this a lot in my videos. I added this lanyard on myself. So before we open this up, I know there's a show side and a clip side, right? I think the clip side looks better. I like the logo on the clip. It's a Vosteed logo. My phone. I do record on my phone. My camera doesn't want to focus today. Vosteed logo. And then this captive pivot has this side that's solid, which I find interesting. So I call this the show side on this knife. I think it looks really good. And then this side, you've got your filler tab for a reversible pocket clip, which is a nice touch. And T8. And it looks like these thumb studs are removable. They have a hole that you can use a Torx head in. I'm assuming T8 or T6. I don't know if you can make that out there. And I'll get to the thumb studs with the action here then. I also really like the design of the knife. I think that the angles and everything is really sweet looking. So anyway, let's open this thing up. Super snappy action, like really good. I own mostly button lock knives, and this top liner lock, the D10 on this thing is ridiculously good. So we've got a stonewash blade, and I'll tell you in my videos I always use my stuff, so you'll never see anything brand new on here, because I like to give an honest opinion and not just say, oh, I think this looks like a good knife. So we've got the stonewash, and Vosteed on this side, and this blade steel is 14C28N. This is a good sized knife. I have extra large hands. I have longer fingers. This is a good size knife for me. I can get a full 4-finger grip on it. As you can see, there's even a little bit of handle sticking out. So, and then the jimping is, I mean, I wouldn't call it like super aggressive, but it's aggressive enough. Choking up is one issue I have with this because of the handle having a slant here instead of continuing the semicircle from the blade. It's not super uncomfortable. It's doable. But you do feel, whenever you squeeze, you do feel this handle. So that's something to keep in mind. However, anything that I say, I wouldn't want to deter you from buying this knife, because it's a fantastic knife. I used it at work for a week before I wanted to do this review. As far as a work knife, I am used to using a knife with a longer blade, the Sencut Sashi, which I have a review up of that if you'd like to see it. This is I wouldn't say it's a short blade, but shorter than that one. But as far as an easy EDC knife, awesome knife, fantastic. My issue with the thumb studs is I don't know about other Vosteeds, because this is the only one I own, but the thumb studs, just see, like my reverse flick is, I slip off. Definitely prefer like Civivi Sencut thumb studs over this. Honestly, they're just better designed. But one thing I will say about this knife that's really awesome is the thumb flick, and this doesn't have the bounce out that you get from a button lock. I mean, you still get a little bit, but it's a lot easier to like get that to stick in there. And this honestly has more of like a thud to it than a button lock whenever it closes. I don't know if you can tell on the video, but that might also be because of the nested liners. But anyway, also this button is not recessed for your, right there's your liner. Pretty good lock up. Like I said, this is called the top liner lock. Your button's not recessed. It sticks out that far whenever it's open, and a little bit when it's closed. So if you're doing a reverse flick and you have your thumb up here, it's gonna, I mean, it doesn't hurt, but you'll feel it get your thumb. Not a big deal, but I also, like I said, reverse flick isn't, for me, not very good on this knife because of the strong detent and the design of the thumb studs. So, things to keep in mind. We have a fully nested pocket clip, which is nice, and it doesn't like go way up like Civivi clips do, well, especially older ones. I squeeze this really hard, and the pocket clip doesn't bother me at all. Hammer grips just fine. And I don't know if I can get this here. Hold on a sec. Okay, I wanted to change the angle of this video because I wanted to show you something really cool with how this blade gets sucked in. Look at that. And I'm holding this like down. Snap. Clunk. So super awesome closing, I would say, and opening on this knife. Great action. Best action of all the knives I own so far, that's for sure. And let's get back to the top down view. And last thing I'd like to cover is the milling on the inside. I mean, this is technically a liner lock, so you're not going to have all the milling in the world, right? Right here is the milling you have. Looks like 4 holes. Is there a 5th back here by the stop pin? No. 4 holes on this side, and you've got 1 here on the liner side. Which, you know, for weight reduction, it does. This is, I wouldn't call it a heavy knife, but it's not a light knife either. Definitely feels like a solid knife for sure. Especially with this great action it's got on it. And it's not, I think for the price, it's definitely reasonable. For the blade steel and the action and the quality and all that good stuff, I would definitely pick it up. Okay, I hope you have a great day, and please subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and check out my other videos. Bye!